My boss tells me I can't do something. All I want to do is to shit where I want to shit, eat what I want to eat, invest in what I want to invest, and just leave me there alone. I just want to go, you know, I mean, but I don't get that. I don't have the luxury for that. You know, I create a whole YouTube channel and community and you know, try to bring like-minded people together. But just the idea that somebody can make a phone call and the whole thing come to the end, that's BS. That's BS. Now, if there's something I say or something I do, okay, I totally understand. I did that to myself. But I didn't even do anything. All I talk about is my finance, my money, my investment journey. And you don't like it? Because you don't like it, therefore I need to be shut down? You know? So it's heartbreaking. I spent my whole life following a system. Somebody else's system, somebody else's plan. That's why this investment journey to me is the most liberating thing for me. It's my freedom. This is my freedom. I picked these funds. Not because somebody told me to. Not because I have to. I want to invest like this. I want to make money because I want to get out of the system. I want to break free from the system. Yeah. And that's it. And I'm just, if there's like one wish to Buddha, that's all I want. It's just I just want freedom. Freedom to be afraid. Man, I spent many years in theater. I spent many years walking around up and down the desert. And everything in the desert trying to kill me. Everything out there is trying to kill me. And all I want more than anything else is just do the things I just wish I could be able to do. That's why this investment journey, it works for me, man. I don't know how to explain to all of you. Every one of you have your own reason why you invest, and I'm not trying to tell anybody to do whatever you want to do. But for me, it's more than just buying YieldMax. For me, it's liberating. Anyway, I share that with you. What are you thinking?
Likewise, I don't know if you were checking the stuff that we posted. I think I posted a video about one of the Rocky movies, and it reminded me about you. You know, going through your experiences, and telling somebody else after you went through your journey and your knowledge that you inherited. You turn around. It's almost like you turn around to someone in your inner circle and laid out the truth. I posted a video about that. You know what I mean? And any American who ever sees that video can relate to that. You know what I mean? I think we're all like-minded. and we're doing what we're doing, and we're succeeding. I mean, it's just people don't understand. People need to understand what they're getting into, and fully understand what kind of financial product that they're uh, buying into, right? Because it's correct. It is an income, right? Income no different from a job. Income if you're getting other investments that receives dividend. Income of doing side hustle. It's just another way of creating income, giving anybody an opportunity if they choose to add it, you know, to their account, to their portfolio, and that's all what it is. You know what I mean? And so this is what I'm talking. This is what I'm talking about. Like the current state that we're in and its structure. Okay, is it's in my opinion, it's not all that great. How we were before 1980, um, before the 1980s, the mindset was very different, right? So back in the 19th century, we were mindset was everybody was generally were independent people, right? In their mindset and in their environment, in their mindset, everything, right? Not a lot of people working for other people, not a lot of people working for government. As 1980, it went from it just flipped, right? So it used to be 90% doing your own thing, 10% working for somebody working for the government. Past 1980, right? Almost 100 years later, now it's like 10% working for themselves, okay, and 90% working for somebody and or the government. You know what I mean? So we came from an independent people to a dependent people. And so when we're born in that dependent state, in that structure, we're conditioned to think and think a certain way up until you see something and say, "Hey, I don't like this," just like sharing. Until they recognize that, till they wake up from that, they're not gonna realize what's going on. And when once they realize, they wanna do something about it, just no different than what you're doing or what you have been doing for a while now. And so, really, it's just a matter of time when every individual's gonna have to make a declaration and make a choice to make that change. And once you make that change, yeah, journey gets kind of rough, but you're doing the right thing. But over time, you get better if you as long as you don't give up. I mean, you get better at your game, right? It's not how hard you fall. It's how fast you get up. You get up pretty fast, especially you as a Marine, especially the Marines I worked with, and you particularly, you get up pretty fast. No question about that. But just like Rocky says in the movie, it's like it's not some it's like it's about more like how much you get hit and again, and you're still willing to get up and still move forward. You know what I mean? That's the question. And so there's going to be periods in a person's life. There are going to be gaps in people's lives that they're going to be standing on their own 2 feet. No one's not going to help me, even though there may be a situation that no, you may not be helped. You're totally on your own, and it's a scary feeling. What are you going to do? What are you going to do at that moment? Right? Are you going to cave in? You know what I mean? Or are you going to stand up and try to walk forward, even if it's slow steps forward? Something's better than nothing, right? Things not, you know, tough times don't last. People do. You're a tough guy. There's no question. There's no question in that. I like to think all of us are tough people too. So that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't think that answered any um we were talking about earlier with I forgot who I was talking to, who was talking. Oh, he already
What was
left.
the question? They already left.
Yeah, he left. I don't see him. I see his logo and I remember, but I can't remember his name. But he already left.
What was the question he or she was asking?
No, he was just talking about option trading, and he said, what do you think if I do this option trading, 3-time leverage and stuff like that? And I told him, to combat these things. I told him, what I said is that, I like the idea, if you know how to do option trading, you should do it yourself if you can. But most of us don't know how to do it. And if we do it, we're not very good at it. So we potentially lose money even more. And then if we do know how to do it, we're not going to make the same amount of money as that YieldMax is doing. So that's the risk and reward type min-max situation that most of us, not very good at it. But if you can do it and you know how to do it, yeah, go do it yourself and maximize the money. I say the problem set, and then I go on and expand. I say the problem set is YieldMax should be viewed not as an investing vehicle. Now they promote it, as investing, and we're a bunch of investors. We're not investor or investing vehicle. It's not an investing asset, because the word investing implies that there's value to what you invest, value that it go up. So you buy something low, it go up in time. But YieldMax doesn't do that. So what YieldMax does is give us income. So instead of talking about from an investor point of view, talk about from an income generation. So they need to promote their product as a income, income, cash flow, return on investment, and get your money in that, from that way. Because the reason why why we buy YieldMax is to generate income, so we can take the money and buy something else. The problem with me is I never get a chance to buy something else. It take 2 years to do this stuff. It doesn't happen overnight. And I'm in the middle of a fight now. So, because if there's a plan and there's a strategy that going into it. If I had 1 more year, I would be buying non-YieldMax stuff right now, and transition, and buy stuff that make it balanced, and my portfolio be more balanced. My portfolio never ever got a chance, never got a fighting chance, because it never got to a situation where it became balanced. It's 100% YieldMax or 100% Defiance, 1% Round Hill, and no, nothing else. They're all high yield dividends. They're all high risk, and so it never had a chance to even survive in any situation. But then the moment you say, well, why don't you take the money and buy it? Well, then the first question asks, where do you get the money from? I get the money from the income that I get from YieldMax. And a lot of people keep forgetting this. It doesn't matter what my portfolio look like. My portfolio is $39,000. Remember, I start with $93,000. Right now, it's sitting at $39,000. Yes, I'm losing a lot of money, especially if I sell. If I sell, I'm forced to sell. Guess what? I'm going to take even a lot more loss. If I sell everything out right now, I have $39,000 left. That's it. Okay, so, and I don't want to sell. I'm at the point I can't sell right now. I'm just going to either go to zero or come back up. It's going to go to zero then. And so be it. And I'll start over with zero. But the reason why a lot of people don't understand that my portfolio is generating income. So this week, by the end of this week, I'm going to get by the end of the month, I'm going to get about $8,000 or $10,000. And here is something that people keep forgetting. That's $8,000 or $10,000 more that I did not have when I started this journey. Two years ago. The only income I have was my salary. That was it. I have income now that I pay my bills with. And I can pay bills. I can do something with it right now. And that's more money than I had before. And to me, I don't, you know, if people can say it's a loss. Okay, well, I got $8,000 more than I had before. I'm a salary employee. I'm a government salary employee. I don't get bonus for training better officer. I don't get bonus for recruiting new officer. I get paid no matter what I produce. I can produce the next General Patton. I still get the same pay. You know, so it's not going to change. It's not going to change until I stop working. And what I want to do is I want to make enough income so I can go take my money and buy a non-volatility stocks, so it equalize my portfolio, so it not become too volatile, and so I can live off the money. I never got to that point. I just never got to that point. That's it. That's where I'm at. You know. And I am so jealous of all you guys don't have margin. I am so jealous. And the margin, that's my fault. That's my fault. I screwed that up. I knew better. I shouldn't have done it. I knew better, but I did it. And there's nothing I can do now except to accept the fact that it's already been done. And then I just live off with it. And because if I didn't have any margin, you know what I'd be doing? I'd be buying more. I can't buy more because I always get income. I have work. So, okay, I just don't pay my bills this week. I just don't do anything with this account. I get my paycheck. I pay my bills with my paycheck, and I have extra money. Guess what? I want to buy MSTY at $15. I want to buy ULTY at $5. I want to buy anything. I can't do anything with margin call. That's the frustration part. I want to buy stuff, but I can't do anything. And so here we are, you know. And there's all I can do is fight through it. I am definitely going to make a decision to sell my MSTY and get rid of my margin. But I was hoping today at 10:20 it went up, but I was hoping to hit $21. When it hit $21, I'm going to hit sell. I'm going to sell half of my MSTY, like 2,000 share, and just to see what it looked like. And I'm going to take a huge loss, but so be it. I'm not going to have any margin. And then you know what? The price come down. I'm going to be like, great. I get paid this Friday. I'm going to take that money. I'm going to buy some more MSTY. I'm going to turn around and buy some, Coney or something. You know, buy more ULTY or buy something and start regrowing my portfolio again. That was the fun part. When I started my journey, I didn't have any margin. And when these things came down, it was so much fun because I was buying left and right. I was buying like a lot of Tesla at $1,000 price, and at $1,000 value, I was getting like 100 share, 115 share, 120 shares, 150 shares, you know, for $1,000. So I was really, really happy. I was able to grow my Tesla from like 100 share to like 7,000 shares. And right now, what a great time to buy all these funds. What a great time. But I can't do it because I have margin. Well, let's see what it does. Tomorrow the account's gonna come back up. It should come back up. It's gonna go up and down like this, like crazy for the next 2-3 days. And coins need to come back up. And if Bitcoin doesn't come up, man, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do.
Okay, here's a question. Can you wait 61 days if you sell a position or no? Mayor, when you sell a position, can you actually wait 61 days or no?
What do you mean 61 days? What's the significance of 61 days?
Okay, so when you sell a
You,
position, you got to wait 30 days, right?
yeah.
In order to get back in so you're not causing a wash sale. If I'm
Well,
reading this
does it
right,
matter? I- if you the wash sale is great concept if you plan to buy 30, you sell $30,000, you have a negative $30,000, and you're gonna buy back, and you you essentially wipe out your $30,000, for your tax purpose, you trigger event. But if the question is this, it's not 60 days, it's only 30 days, like 31 days. But the question is this, does it really matter?
there is 61 days.
You said wash sale is 61 days.
You know, there's a 30-day and there's a 61-day. So let
All
me
right, I'm
read
not
this
talking
to
the
you
61
brief.
day.
Okay, so let me read this to you verbatim what the 61-day rule is. So it's a short paragraph, so just so you know the gist of this. The 61-day rule, you're likely referring to the wash sale rule, which prevents investors from claiming tax losses on investments if they repurchase the same or substantially identical securities within 30 days before or after the sales date, creating a 60-day window.
All right, so if I sell, let me just think about this logically. If I sell all my Misty right now, I'll take like a $20,000 loss. Okay, for example, am I gonna buy $20,000 worth of value back in return? I don't think so. I'm gonna have to grow my portfolio. I don't have $20,000 back to buy back.
Right now, you're thinking about how you can mitigate loss.
Well, no, right now I don't have to do anything. Not at the moment. I'll probably get margin call again today, and tonight by the time I get home, it's probably still
No, no,
margin
no, no,
call.
no, 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 no. I'm not saying you taking action now. I'm talking about listening to you right now. Is
Yeah.
that you're thinking about how you can mitigate loss, right? Because you're saying all this stuff, and then you ended off saying, "Well, I don't know what to do," right? So processing that, it's like, okay, he's just trying to mitigate loss. That's what I got from it. I'm not saying you taking action now.
Oh, okay.
If anything,
No,
if any,
these are my option. It's the dilemma, and these are my option. I'm just throwing some option ideas to you. My option. I don't want to say idea to you. Option ideas to you. It's just these are my options. I'm throwing the ideas to you. And so one option is do nothing. Okay, so here's the danger of do nothing. My account is coming down, the value is coming down. I'm gonna force to sell stuff to pay the margin. Okay, so I'm selling at, like, let's say Misty at $17. All right, now I'm selling 17. That's a $8 loss for me, off because my cost average is 23. That's what $6 loss for me. So I'm selling rapidly at a loss, so I'm not getting the full value of this thing. And eventually, my account's going to reach zero, and my margin going to be reach zero. You see what I'm talking about? And that's not a good. That's not a good thing. If you take your loss right now, at least I have something. Advice is nothing at all. Um, so that's one option. Do nothing and take your chances of the market going back up, and then maybe get a better price down the road. So that number one, do nothing. Number two, sell what you can get at the highest point. If the highest point, I thought the highest point going to be $21 today. I thought, like, when I go home, I should be able to click sell at 21 plus based on this morning. And obviously it didn't work out. I logged into the computer. It's like, holy cow, I'm margin call. Like, how did that happen? It literally did a 180 direction. All right. So now here I am in this situation. In this situation, I don't have a choice now. I literally don't have a choice in this situation. That option, the option to sell is not even it's not even a conversation anymore. So I have to I have the only option of it, the only tools available, which is do nothing at the moment and wait until it rise. When the option come back, when it go back up, now maybe I'll adjust my situation. Maybe not $21. If I can get $20, then I'll sell at $20. You know, and because that's better than selling at $17. And then I should start all over again, you know, because I'm going to sell the whole thing and just start over with no margin. With no margin, at least I get $1,000 a week. I should get about $5,000 a month. I took about a $3,000 loss because I make $8,000 right now, or maybe more. And then, you know, and then I get $5,000 a month. But at least I can go back and at that point, I doesn't care what the value is. If Missy go to $12, and so be it. Then I just wait 30 days from now. I'm not sure where the Situ One come from, but but if you said Situ One, then I guess I have to do some more research. But 31 days from now, I'll buy Missy again. But in the meantime, I get paid weekly, so I'll take the $1,000 a week and plus whatever ULTY give me. I'll take that and buy more Coney, more, you know, just rebuild my portfolio at low price right now. But I have no margin, so I'm not worried about margin call ever again. You know. And some of these prices are so cheap; they're like $7, $1,000. Essentially, you get $100, 100 shares a week. If I get 100 shares a week, you know, in about 2-3 months, keep doing it, I should get, you know, 300, 400, 500 shares to 1,000 share and rebuild my portfolio. Yeah, my value is gonna, but I'm just DCA down with it because I buy 100 shares a week. I'm DC down with it as it go down, or when it stabilizes, at least I get 100 shares.
Joe.
Yeah, yeah. I think we'll be fine, guys. You know, for some reason, I suspect that we're gonna get bounced. We're gonna get bounced back up tomorrow. It's gonna go up and down in this mood swing for a couple of days. But the concern is the X date. Misty X date is coming, and if it pay $1.50 to $2, holy cow, that's gonna crush it. That's gonna crush me big time.
Has anybody been listening to Mark to see what his estimate is for Misty?
It was $1.80 something.
$1.80 something.
Someone said that they took a big loss, and so now it might be in the $1.50 range.
Well, anything over the $1.38 they paid last month would be amazing.
Yeah.
To extreme low all matter in one day. I don't know what the point difference is. I'm driving, so I can't see it. If somebody can tell me what the point difference is between the two, I mean what's the S&P 500 point differences between the two? I bet at least over 2,000 points differential gaps. You know what I mean? It's well, I don't know what the number is. I don't want to say 2,000. That's a lot. Well, I don't know why I say 2,000. Maybe like 200 points differences. It's crazy. This is just crazy right now. This potential just like yesterday, not yesterday or 2 days ago, we were down really hard, and by the time that in the evening we were green, you know.